Hi, I'm Lynn Kegerice. Welcome to the mini gym. What I want to do here, I want to give you a review on the GPR378 body solid power rack. Now, I was looking for a power rack for my mini gym. I call it a mini gym because it's small. It's only 8 foot wide, you can probably see there, but it's 28 foot long and about 89 inches high. So I had to be very careful on what I was purchasing so it would fit in here and give me room to move around with all the other equipment I have in here. But at any rate here, I wanted a good power rack. So I found this here. I looked and looked and looked. I looked in stores, I looked on the online, and I looked at a lot of power racks before I finally purchased this one. But when I did buy this one, I thought I got a pretty good deal on it. It ran about $750. And I purchased a bench with it as well, a used bench I got for $100. But for about $750, I was able to buy this power rack here. So I want to just talk about it a little bit. If you're out there looking for a rack yourself and not sure what to buy, maybe this video will help you out just a little bit. I'll get started by saying this, that I'm glad I purchased this one because it really it fits in my gym nicely and it's a very solid piece of equipment. So just to go over a little bit here, I'll take the camera here when I'm done talking and just sort of show it to you here. I'll just talk about it here a little bit. One, the uprights here are 3 inches by 3 inches, and I believe it's 11 or 12 gauge steel, which is better than most of the other ones. I just know this one's a lot thicker than most of the other ones that I looked at. You have to, if you understand how that works, is the lower the number, the thicker the metal. So 14 gauge would be thicker than 16 gauge. But at any rate here, this is very, very solid. So that was one of the reasons I went with this. This was one of the pluses. The other reason why I went with it, because it wasn't so high. This here is 79.5 inches high, I believe, somewhere around there. Now my gym here, it's only 89 inches high. So this gave me about 10 inches between the top of the bar here and my ceiling. Now I do have a light there, but I still have enough room. Now that was important because a lot of the other equipment that I looked at, the other racks, they were much taller, and I would have not had any room to do a proper pull up or chin up. On here I can do a pretty good chin up there and have enough room to get the chin up there. So that was the other reason why I purchased this particular piece of equipment here. But on the body solid here, on the GPR378, there's a lot of pluses there. So the sturdiness of it, the thickness of the metal, the height of it, was all pluses for me. Also, the width of it here is, let's see, 52 inches approximately. The depth of it here was, the depth of it was 52 inches, and the width of it here was 46 3/8, I believe I have written down here. So it's not a real big piece of equipment where it's going to take up a whole lot of room. So if you're looking for something for your home and you don't have a lot of room, this is another reason why you should look into this particular piece of equipment here. So, some other pluses here on it is that the 1 inch holes here set at 3 inches apart. That's a plus, I feel. One reason why, I believe, I haven't tried this, but I think you could go to other brands that have this particular setup, which I think you're going to find a good many, and their accessories would probably fit in here. The accessories that do come with this particular power rack are the landmine and also the step up, the metal plate for the step up. The big accessory that comes with this sets in the back, and that would be the lat pull down and the curl and all that, which fits on the outside of the power rack. Now I didn't purchase that for a number of reasons, but what I did, which I'll show you here in a couple of minutes, is I modified that to fit the need that I have, which I work with a lot of cables and straps and things. So I was able to modify that to meet my need for that. So all these things here were pluses for me that I liked, and it's well built, it's put together well, there's a good warranty on it. If it's for home use, the warranty is, the whole machine is lifetime warranty. Now if it's a light commercial, the welds and the frames lifetime, but everything else is either 3 years or 1 year. So all these things are pluses. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to take the camera here and we're going to walk around. I'm just going to show you the whole piece of machinery here so you can get a better look at it. Okay, this is the whole machine here. This is the whole piece of equipment here, zoomed out here a little bit from the side. So I'm going to walk around the front here. Now you can see the lift-off bars here. They extend out about 7 or 8 inches here. Now the only thing I don't really like, I mean it works okay, but these lips, they go straight up. I'd like to have had a little curve outward, maybe a 30 degrees or something. These go straight up at a 90. So it still works okay, but that's just something that it would have been nice to had. Also too, the stability bars here, or excuse me, the safety bars, they're nice. They're solid. They're well made. They're easy on, easy off. Pretty much the same way all the equipment makes it. They just swivel up, then you can just push them out, push them in. So they're nice as well. Now I think you can get this machine in all black as well. This piece of equipment. The chin-up bar here, it's just a straight bar. Now that comes standard with it. Now you can buy a multi-grip, I believe, if you want to, but the standard would fit me okay. I mean, I'm okay with that. So that was a plus. There again, like I said, it's well built. It's solid. It's just really solid compared to most of what most pieces of equipment that I've seen. The welds are good. They're nice and neat. And the bolts and everything are solid. They're heavy duty. Nothing's going to come apart here. So I put it together. It took about an hour and a half by myself. I put it together. And if you have a socket set and a crescent wrench or an open-end wrenches, it'll go pretty quick for you. Obviously, if you had another person helping you, it would even go quicker yet. But there again, it took me about an hour and a half by myself. I was able to do it by myself. Now what I want to show you here is up here on the top, you're going to see here I have some eye bolts through on the top, and also I have that on the bottom cross beam. Now what that's for is that's to hook up the accessory, the lat machine or the lat pull down and the curl and all that fits on the outside of this thing. So I didn't buy that, I didn't purchase that, but what I did, I put the eye bolts through and I put the clips on there and on the bottom. I also have in the middle. But this is for all my strap work. I do bands and I do straps. So that's why I have that. And I'll take you through one of these days. I'll do some exercises, do the programs, the exercise routine that I do with the bands and the straps. So that's another option that if you want to go that route. The bad things about it, one is the numbers, the holes are not marked. Now I marked these with a Sharpie. So when you go to switch out your arms here, the lift-offs and the safety bars here, it's hard to get them lined up from one side to the other side. Sometimes you get one higher than the other. So I just took a Sharpie and I just numbered 1 through 21, and it makes it so much easier. It's no problem. It fits in, it's easy to line them up now. So if you would buy this particular piece of equipment, I would highly recommend either get a Sharpie or stickers or something and go ahead and mark it out that way. The other minus here, the biggest thing that I don't like, and the salesperson told me this when I bought it, is that with this cross arm where it is, when you put a bench in here, if you put it on the inside here where my foot is, it kind of throws off where the bar should be when you're doing benches. It just doesn't quite get where you need it to be. It's too far up over your head. Now you can do it, but it's a little difficult. So when I do it, I take my bench and I put the bottom of it on the outside over there, and that lines me up perfect. But there again, if you have the accessory with the lat pull down and such, you're not going to be able to do that. So it's going to make your bench a little bit harder to get your bar off, is basically what it comes down to. So that is one of the minuses on that. but it has a nice open frame here. You can step through easily. It gives you enough room. It's not overly, the width isn't too bad, but you have enough. You can do your squats, you can do your lunges, you can do all your work in there that you need to do. You could go on the outside here too. You could flip your arms around and do some things on the outside if you wanted. It's not really, kind of defeats the purpose of having the rack, but you could do that as well. The chin-up bar is well made. It's very solid. I believe that's about an inch, I believe, or inch and a quarter. I'm not sure, but it's definitely not going anywhere. But it all ties in together really well, and I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I bought it. Out of all the power racks that I've seen, this one here, I believe, is the best one. For the money. Now, I mean, you could spend thousands of dollars, obviously, but for the money, this here is the best one that I've seen. So, if you're looking to get a power rack, you don't want to spend a ton of money, I would highly recommend the Body Solid GPR378. So that is my review on that. I hope this video helps you determine which power rack you would like to get.